Hello, this is Jonathan Fayard with Aptora, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about black belt contracting. Now, to those who don't know what black belt contracting is, this is America's newest social networking site for heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and other specialty contractors. Now, what does black belt contracting enable you to do? Well, it's going to let you connect with contractors around the world to share ideas and resources. And it's where company social networking meets crowdsourced flat rate pricing for contractors. And some of the benefits that's going to come with that is you can create a business page, you can set up a private social networking website for your contracting company, you can post comments and share files with coworkers, friends, or colleagues. You can create and maintain flat rate pricing books for your service business. You can do presentation modes, which are going to allow you to add pictures, videos, tutorials, and products and services for your company for your flat rate tasks and present them cleanly to your customer. And later I'm going to show you how to add videos to your presentations, how you can embed videos into them. And also this is a web-based tool, so it's going to give you access to it from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. Now, some customers, they'll ask me, why should I even use flat rate pricing? Because we don't currently use it, but we've been thinking about it. And really, when people ask me that, there's a multitude of reasons to use flat rate pricing. Because flat rate pricing generally allows you to charge more because you're not itemizing your invoices. Because time and material invites unfair and uneducated criticism of your labor charges that you can't justify. See, consumers will always compare your hourly rate to their hourly pay, and you'll never be able to justify reasonable labor rates when they do that. So customers are going to also complain less because they know the price before the work begins. So there's no sticker shock. The customer approves everything. The customer also appreciates knowing they're paying the same price for the same repair as everyone else. And collections are also easier because prices and payments are going to be discussed in advance. And even technicians prefer it. A nationally standardized flat rate price book is authoritative and easier to explain. The price is not their fault. You will see fewer invoice errors as well because technicians copy the descriptions and prices right out of the book. And labor times are based on the average technician, so your company will benefit from fast, efficient work. It's also easier to sell equipment against high repair costs because the customer will be able to see the price of new versus the price of the repair. And even the maintenance agreements are also going to be easier to sell because the customer will be able to see the discount that they would get if they owned a maintenance agreement. They'll be able to see the discount that they would get on the repair if they own the maintenance agreement. And really, experts overwhelmingly recommend flat rate pricing, and there's a reason why all the nation's big franchises are using flat rate pricing. And we make flat rate pricing very easy for you, especially if you take a look at our black belt contracting. When you go on here, you're going to hit the register button, first of all, to register. And it's free, forever free to register. Now, if you're signing up as an individual and it's just you, you're going to check this box. But if it's not just you and you want to set up a company profile, then make sure that you don't check that. You're going to fill in all this information, you're going to get an email, and then you're going to be registered. And then we're going to go back because I've already done that. And I already have my login credentials and password in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Now, a bit about what I was talking about, how you can set up a company. So let's go to Edit Company Profile. Now here you can see that I set up this company, Pro American Services Demo. Okay? And I'm not going to get into any of this, but when you go in here, remember this is free. You can log in and you can play around and learn this. The best way is to go in here and click the buttons. Don't be afraid to mess anything up. Just go in here and experiment. So whenever I'm going to go into Manage Employees now. Now when I'm on Managing Employees, since I set this up as a company, I'm set up myself as the company owner. Now I have other ones in here as the role as owner, but I could change their role to be something else. But the idea behind having everyone on here is now we're able to share things internally, and I can also set up what they can see and what they can't see. So I can say this employee and someone who's set as a role as an employee, can they edit their profile? Can they view their permissions? Can they add other employees? So we give you a multitude of options for security on what they can view, what they can't, things like that. And then I also have the role as management, and that's what I have set for me. And we give you lots of abilities here. So now I'm going to go to the main page. If you ever click on this logo right here, is actually a shortcut to get to it, so we're just going to use that. Now the main page is the news feed. The news feed is where you're going to go and see what other people are posting. So we can see here that Robert's site has posted some information on a Senseit Gold G2. So he's posting some useful information, and then we have James Lankter responding to that. We got another person responding, and another person responding. So that's the social side behind this. This is people helping other people. Not only can they post on this to help one another and post what they think and their 2 cents on topics, but they can also share their flat rate books with one another. And here's a post that I did down here on inventory control. I put my 2 cents on that, and some people respond. So if you're going to sign up with our Black Belt Contracting, it will really be a big help if you're on here and you're posting information, useful information, and giving feedback on other people's posts, because I feel like the social aspect of it, it develops community, and it's one of the best reasons to sign up with Black Belt Contracting. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the flat rate pricing. And I'm going to go into my flat rate books. Now if you sign up as a free user in here, when you're in this, you're going to click this red button right here and you're going to import a default book, okay? When you do that, now I don't want it to override my previous book, my previous default book, so I'm going to say skip. Just want to show you that this is a way that you can pull in a default book. So we give you 509 tasks in here on a default book for free. But you can also just go ahead and create your own book for free and do up to 1,000 tasks on it. Now if you're a premium user, you can do as many tasks as you want. You can also buy flat rate books on here that are pre-made for you, okay? Now I'm going to go into my other default book here because I've edited this in the past. And this was one that I went in and I actually added this task in. I added in a Nest 3rd generation programmable thermostat. And notice that the image is going to be changing. That's because this software, it allows you to embed GIFs in there. You don't just have to use a JPEG or any kind of other image. You can use a GIF. And you can find GIFs online. You can create GIFs. There's websites that you can go into to create a GIF. It's all very, very easy to do. Now we're on here, you can see that the number column, how it's an ACA. So this is set up as all the ACAs are going to be thermostat repairs and replacements. And at the top, this is the header. So there's no price or anything like that. It's just the header. And that's why it has all zeros in the number section right there, to let you know that this is a thermostat repair and replacement section. Now what we have here, this ACA-A001-0045, the 45 lets you easily know that this is a job that should typically take 45 minutes to complete. We can see our labor costs, we can see our inventory costs, we can see our total costs because it's obviously marked up for the customer. We can see what the service agreement owner would pay, what the regular price would pay. But all these prices that you see here, you can have an unlimited amount of other prices that you can create. So you can have all the pricing that you want, which is going to be based on the multiplier that you set for it. So we don't restrict you at all. Do as many pricing as you feel free to do for your business. We can see the item count here, of course the category. I can see the date that it was created. Is it active or not? So you can inactivate these tasks and then reactivate them later if you want to. And then I can also see the modified date. And I think the modified date is great because if you have things in here that are old and that you want to see, like maybe you want to go into the ones that haven't been modified in a long time every once in a while to go in and see where they're at on their pricing. Or you want to go in and update them, maybe change the verbiage. I think that's useful. Now we're going to go in here and we're going to go to edit details now for this task. Now that we're in the Edit Details section, you can see that we can change the description. That description is going to be what's here on there. Okay. Now we can also change the pricing here if we wanted to. You can also see that we can change the images that are in here. If you click this P button, that's going to be what the main image is. You can also see where I put in the verbiage here for it. I also put in a link. If you want to put in a link, just highlight the text that you want and click on this button right here to insert a hyperlink. And then that'll let you quickly go into whatever you want for the customer. So if we were to have clicked on this, that would have brought us to a Nest thermostat video. Just say open in new tab. So you see we go straight to a video. Now I know that's for a Honeywell, but I was just putting anything in there. Now also, why would you want to own a Nest thermostat? So this is going to take me to a web link on why someone would want to own it. Maybe I want the customer to read this, or I would use this as a sales tool to point out the energy savings on how it can pay for itself. Okay. Now, if you want to embed videos into here, what you're going to have to do, now this is the actual Nest thermostat here. So, the way I did that was I went into View HTML. Once you go into View HTML, all you have to do is just go down to the bottom where you want it to go into, and I pasted in the Nest thermostat information to the video. And that's what this is here. But how did I get that information? Well, it's very easy. Just go to the video that you want. Like, we'll go to this one right here. And you're going to go to, let's see here. You're going to click the share button on the YouTube video. You're going to click Embed. And now that you have this, you're just going to copy all that. Or you can hit this copy button. So if we click the copy button, that copied everything for me. So now when you go into your View HTML, if we go into the bottom and we paste that in here, and we go to update, now you can see now we have another video embedded in there. And if I wanted to, I could have text in between these two. I could do things bold. I can underline things. I can do different colors. I can put in company logos. Really, the sky's the limit because we give you all these tools here, but we also give you this HTML editor. All right. Now, if we go into the preview mode, the preview mode is how we can see how the customer would view it when we are showing them the product and trying to sell it to them. So here we can see that I have that main one as the GIF because that one's going to rotate to the images. But I can also go into the other ones that were on here. I like that one the most. If it was me doing this, I would probably always have GIFs on everything. I just think it looks really professional when someone sees that. And it helps you stand out against your competitors. We can see here the total investment right there very easily up at the top right. We got the header here. And then here I made it a white background on there, maybe to make it easier to read. And I put in here when I was looking online to look at the Nest, I was trying to imagine myself being a contractor who was going to be trying to sell this. And how would I want to discuss with a customer why they should even buy it? And I would go into energy savings. So this talks about that they would have an average energy saving of $131 to $145 a year. So it's saying that it could pay for itself in under 2 years. So you get this cool thermostat that's basically free after you used it for 2 years. So why not? Why not purchase it? Is the way I think of it. So that's really all I kind of wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to do just this, the introduction of what black belt contracting is, what it can do for you, why would you want to even use flat rate pricing to begin with for your company. I wanted to just talk a bit about the news feed and how I'd like more people to be on there posting and commenting. And then I wanted to show this presentation mode, mainly on how to embed the video, because I don't know if everybody would be able to know exactly how to do that. The way I figured it out was I just went in here and I played around, and I went in and went to YouTube and found a video that discussed how to embed, how to get this, because this is what I needed. I didn't know how to get this, how to get this embedding, how to get that. But I was able to figure out probably about 10 minutes of searching on the internet. So I thought, why not save people the time of having to figure that out? I'll make a video and show you how to do it yourself. But anywho, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope to make more of these in the future. And if you ever want to contact me to ask about flat rating or any of our other software like Total Office Manager, you can call me at my direct line at 913-276-2170, or our main line, which is 913-492-9930. Thank you so much.